Morning guys, welcome to the vlog from Grand Rapids, Michigan. It is cold and it is winter, and I always say there are two levels of cold when it comes to winter, and this is hell cold. But I have a 2-hour drive home. And I'm home. I can tell you this much, there certainly is a lot less snow here, but it's still really cold. But I do know a place that's a lot warmer. And that would be here at my shop, of course, where it's always a balmy 83 degrees. Well, 82 to 85 anyway. I love it here, I am in heaven. Hey, later on in this vlog, I told you guys that I was gonna do a Q&A, so I'm gonna just pull up some questions, maybe 10 or 15 or 20 questions that you guys have asked me, and I'm gonna answer them, and Lori's gonna answer. But I do have to check a bunch of snakes, and hey, while I'm checking snakes and doing my other work, do me a favor, hit that like button. I love it that you guys have been blowing up my likes lately. That is awesome. It helps me and it makes me feel good inside, and I appreciate that. So what do you say we get started? First order of business would be that I have to check some snakes I fed yesterday. I've got to check all these snakes that we fed here, but this was fed live, so I'm not gonna really show you guys. I'll just do a time lapse from a distance. Is that okay? I don't mind taking you guys to check these ones. These are some of the baby ball pythons, and some of these things are so incredibly gorgeous. So I'll just kind of check as I go here. Single ball python we fed baby-wise, and every single one of them ate, so that's a good sign. All right, I'm gonna do that promised Q&A for you guys. First, I've been battling with this shirt thing, I don't ever really wear red, and so I had red on earlier. I switched my shirt, and then I kind of switched it back. So I'm gonna answer some. I'm gonna get with Lori. We're gonna answer some together, and we'll see how that goes. And I'm gonna try to make this quick. I know some Q&As can be really boring, so I'm gonna nail these as quick as I can. And by the way, thank you guys. If I didn't answer your question, I am so sorry. I read every single one of your questions, and there were so many to choose from. I tried to choose the ones that kind of covered everything the best that I possibly could. Let's get started. Jay Olson says, if you could rewind and go towards any other career path, would you do anything different? First off, I really love the way my life has went. There's been ups and there's been downs, and there's been battles and there's been great triumphs, and that's just kind of how things go. I wouldn't want to change anything, because even some of those lumps that I took early on, I think molded me to what I am today. That being said, I have interest in many things in life, most of which are wildlife, but there's a lot of things outside of that as well. I think that the only way I would be happy in life is to be doing something to do with wildlife. Ciro asked if each of our family members were snakes, what would they be?
I would go with probably a reticulated python.
Why a retic? Because it's big and mean?
You just never know what mood they're gonna be in.
I would go with something fast and agile, like a taipan or a black. Noah would
King Cobra. Oh,
King Cobra. And my daughter Jade, I'm not sure. What snake would Jade be? I have no idea even what she'd be.
She wouldn't be a snake.
Rattlesnake.
A rattlesnake.
She'd be a rattler. So there you have it. Ellie Yamamoto asked me, do you ever have nightmares about snakes? I'm always fascinated by snakes, but I occasionally have nightmares about them. I'll be honest with you, I never really have nightmares about snakes. I do dream about them. I actually dream about animals all the time, all kinds of wildlife, and I certainly dream about snakes a lot too. I've dreamt about Satan, my Burmese, the last few nights. Yes, I do have dreams about all animals, in particular snakes, but never really nightmares. Animals and Opinions asked Lori, how often do you want to KO Brian?
It just depends on the week and the day.
You don't ever want to really knock me out, do you?
No, yeah, sometimes I really do.
Michael Angelo Zumu asked, do you ever see yourself retiring from reptile keeping, and will one of your children eventually take it over? Number one, I don't see myself retiring ever. I don't ever want to retire, and I know that no matter what I do, it will be based somehow in wildlife. And I hope I'll always be working with reptiles because that's what my biggest affinity is. That being said, I will never retire until the day I die because I love working. I love doing what I do because I always go down the path of things that I love. I'm not really working, I'm doing things that I love. As for my children, my daughter has a career path. I doubt my son's going to be really interested in taking this over. Hopefully we can work together on something in the future, myself and my son, but I don't think it's going to be reptiles. Emma Seinfeld asked, if you could work with any other animal besides reptiles, what would it be?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I love dogs. So I think that maybe working like at a dog shelter would be a good thing for me.
Yeah, it is literally a constant battle with me of her getting more dogs. I mean, it's like she battles with me with snakes. I battle with her with dogs. She wants
but at least I contain myself. We only have 2 dogs, so.
only 2 dogs, but she wants. How many times have we talked about getting a 3rd dog in the last 2 weeks?
Well, I almost got that Great Dane puppy, but realized that wasn't wise for me at this moment, but soon.
Yeah, Great Dane. That's the thing. Now that she likes dogs, but she wants the biggest dogs on the planet. She has a problem. Jasmine Jade asks, how do you feel about toddlers and children growing up with snakes? Some people think that parents that let their children be around these animals, there's a danger to it that's associated with snakes. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that everything needs responsibility, right? If you tell me that your 2-year-old is playing with a 10-foot python without some supervision, then I think you shouldn't be having kids. But with that said, my kids were around animals. We actually brought my kids, both Jade and Noah, when they were babies. I mean, they were raised working at the shop, right? I mean, we didn't put them in childcare. We brought them to our place of business. So they were around snakes all the time, but not unattended. If you're responsible, children certainly can be around reptiles just as much as they can be around dogs and cats, because as we all know, irresponsible owners around dogs and cats can get children hurt too. Very Merry Vlog says, what's it like to be married to Brian? He seems like he pushes your buttons an awful lot. It's amazing, isn't it?
You watch the vlog so you can see, so look at my shoes, the stuff I have to put up with him.
But there are so many benefits to being married to me.
That's what I always tell myself. There's benefits.
Off the top of your head, let's name a couple benefits.
Wait, that wasn't even on the list, no!
A couple benefits. First benefits off the top of your head.
Next question.
Typically Gaming asks, do I plan on keeping any venomous snakes? The truth is, I absolutely love spending time with venomous snakes, and I'm going to be filming some venomous snakes here in the next month and a half, so stay tuned for that. The reason I don't keep venomous snakes, I have employees at this shop, and I wouldn't be able to live with myself. Only one of my employees would get bit and potentially get harmed or even die because of an animal that I was keeping. Even if it was their fault for getting bit, I would still feel guilty. So I choose not to keep really venomous snakes at the shop because I just need to not have that on my conscience. Eventually, I hope I'm in a position where I can maybe have a room where it's locked and really secure, and I could keep some venomous snakes that only I care for. No one else cares for them. So hopefully one day in the future, that'll happen. Crazy Critters asks, it's the last day of your life. What do you do?
I jump straight on a plane and I go to Europe. And I travel to all the places that I've always wanted to.
You can't do that in one day.
I'll die trying.
That's ridiculous.
Whatever. It's my day. You can't tell me what I could do on my last day.
Disappointed in that answer.
What was your answer?
My answer is I would spend it with you.
Oh, you know what? Whatever. Shut it off, you liar.
Pet Lover 5002 asks, what made me start the vlog channel? I'll be honest with you, I love sharing my life. I love filming, I love the editing, I love interacting with you people. It's just something I love, and doing it once a week or twice a week was awesome. But to me, I want to do it every day. Every time I hit that upload button, it was excitement to me. And going days, even when I was 5 days a week, it was a bummer on the weekends. You know, on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, I was like, oh, I wish I was uploading a video today because I could share my experience with you guys and then interact with you guys. So I started the vlog channel because for me, I needed it. It's a challenge. It's something I wake up in the morning and I can't wait to conquer each and every day. Fishing.com66 asks, Lori, are you going to start your own YouTube channel?
Not yet. Maybe later.
What would Lori's YouTube channel look like?
Well, it wouldn't look like yours.
What are you saying? It would be fun and entertaining, unlike ours?
Yeah, exactly. Fun and entertaining. Maybe not as upbeat.
I bet you that's true. Holly P1 asks, how the hell do I stay so motivated? The fact is, I do what I love, just like I was saying earlier. It's not hard to get motivated when you love what you do. When you wake up in the morning and you would do this if you didn't get paid, if it wasn't your job. This is what you would do because you love it, whether it's videoing the vlog or doing snake bites or traveling around or playing with animals or breeding snakes or hatching. This is what I love. So how can I not be motivated? And the next thing that I love, I'll go after, and I'll be just as motivated as I am for today. Bug Bites 23 says, honestly, between me and you, who is stronger?
Well, I don't think that's a fair question because we've never actually like fought it out. Do we need to?
Do you want to fight it out? That would make a good vlog. Although she did one time, we did do sumo wrestling. In those big sumo blow-up suits, we did sumo wrestling, and she did beat me.
That was fun.
And she also injured 2 of my friends in the process.
That was a really fun night.
Sleep824 asks, what happened to your TV show? I've seen you on TV. Are you done with that? The truth is, I'm not done with television. Television comes and goes and opportunities come and go. I turn down opportunities that I don't like because, quite frankly, a lot of television right now I'm not real happy, but there are some great things in the works. I've had tons of meetings and tons of awesome stuff going on. Of course, my wildlife DVD is coming out, which we have meetings later this month with some networks that are interested in airing that and potentially buying future shows. So yes, I would imagine I'll be back on TV at some point, but it has to be the right opportunity. YouTube is great because I can do whatever I want. No executives are telling me that I have to do stuff that I don't believe in. So I'm not in that big of a hurry. It's got to be the right situation or I won't take the opportunity. Xanax Bill asks, what's the best piece of advice that I could give a young person that wants to be a breeder one day? It's to do it because you love it. Don't do it for the money. Don't get tied up in the, I need to make money doing this. Money, you know, that old saying, do what you love and the money will follow. I live that every day of my life. I never go after anything just for the money. I only go after it if I believe in it. And then hopefully it's financially worthwhile. And even if it's not, then I enjoyed the process and the journey. So that's the thing. Stay passionate, work hard, work harder than anybody. You know, you've got to outwork your competition and then just love the ride and stay positive as much as you possibly can. Sean Dull asks, how long did it take before I started reaching people on YouTube when I first started? When I started Snake Bites almost 10 years ago, right off the bat my videos were getting 500, 800 views, so which isn't a ton, but they were getting some views right off the bat. But it took about almost 2 years before I started significantly hitting people. I think I was hitting about 200 to 250,000 people per month with Snakebite after about 2.5 years. Of course, now between the 2 channels, we do about 8 million or so, views a month. So we've grown quite a bit since then, but it did take a while. But I always say, don't do YouTube just for views or just to reach people. Do it because you're passionate about it, because you love it. And then people, when they find you, hopefully they'll like it and stick around, and hopefully you'll continue to grow. I'm still gonna hit that 1 million subscribers in 2017, and I know a lot of people are saying, no way you're gonna. Trust me, I will get to 1 million subscribers in 2017. That's just the way I work. I am persistent. I'm not gonna give up. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the Q&A and all that other stuff. Feel free to leave some questions down below, and I'll try to hit them again in the future. This was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you have an amazing day. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe and share. Do all that stuff for me, please. I really do appreciate all your support. Make sure to be kind to somebody today, and I promise I'm going to see you guys tomorrow.